In the depths of a forgotten archive on Terra, Administratum scribe Vesper Kane discovered an anomaly in his routine data review. Amidst thousands of standard combat reports, a curious pattern emerged. Entire strike forces of Xenos and heretic armies found dead, without any record of Imperial engagement. What caught his attention wasn't just the missing battle logs, but the surgical precision of each kill, the complete absence of evidence, and most intriguingly, the faint shadow of a raven that seemed to appear in pict captures near each incident. His investigation led him through layers of redacted documents and classified files, each discovery raising more questions than answers. Combat footage showed impossible feats of stealth, warriors moving through solid shadows, and entire squadrons vanishing from both visual and Auspex recordings. One night, as Kane pieced together another mysterious engagement report, he felt a presence in his cramped office. The shadows in the corners seemed deeper than usual, more substantial somehow. A voice, barely above a whisper, spoke behind him. "Some secrets are best left in darkness, Scribe Kane." The next morning, Kane's office showed no signs of disturbance. His recent research had vanished, and strangely, he found himself reassigned to the Agricultural Tithe Division on a distant agri-world. The only evidence of his discovery remained a single black feather on his desk, and a newfound understanding that some truths about the Emperor's warriors were never meant to see the light. In the chambers of the Raven Guard Fortress Monastery, another potential security breach was marked as contained, while the chapter's greatest secrets remained safely hidden in the shadows they had mastered so completely. In the grim darkness of the far future, few Space Marine chapters guard their secrets as zealously as the Raven Guard. From their fortress monastery on Deliverance, these masters of stealth and shadow wage a silent war that few outside their ranks ever witness. Yet beneath their carefully maintained veil of secrecy lie dark truths that could shake the very foundations of the Imperium. The Raven Guard's history stretches back to the earliest days of the Great Crusade, when their Primarch Corvus Corax led them in the Emperor's name. But it was not glory on open battlefields that defined their legacy. It was the shadows they cast, the whispers that followed in their wake, and the mysteries they buried deep within their own ranks. These sons of Corax appear as wraith-like figures on the battlefield, their alabaster skin and raven-black armor melding with darkness itself. But their physical appearance masks deeper alterations, genetic deviations that the chapter has worked tirelessly to conceal. The truth of their gene seed's instability, the forbidden experiments of their Primarch, and the price they paid for their survival, these are but the surface of their carefully guarded secrets. In the fortress halls of Deliverance, ancient data vaults contain records that few are permitted to access. They speak of the dark days following the drop site massacre of Istvan Foiv, when desperate measures were taken to rebuild the nearly decimated Legion. They whisper of genetic manipulation that pushed the boundaries of the Emperor's own work, of creatures that were once meant to be Space Marines, but emerged as something else entirely. The shadows the Raven Guard cast stretch far beyond their martial prowess. Within their ranks exist specialized units whose very existence is classified at the highest levels. The Moritat, Death Seekers who embrace the darkest aspects of their combat doctrine. The Mordathan, warriors who possess their Primarch's gift of supernatural stealth. These elite formations operate beyond the sight of even their own battle brothers, undertaking missions that never appear in any official record. But perhaps most disturbing are the rumors of the chapter's genetic heritage manifesting in unexpected ways. Stories persist of Raven Guard warriors displaying abilities that go beyond their standard gene seed implants, powers that skirt dangerously close to mutation, the ability to meld completely with shadows, to move without making a sound, to become literally invisible to both electronic sensors and the naked eye. The chapter's obsession with stealth and secrecy extends to their recruitment practices. Unlike many chapters who make grand ceremonies of selecting their aspirants, the Raven Guard's choices often disappear without trace, leaving only whispers and questions behind. Their methods of training these recruits remain equally obscure, with some suggesting that the process involves forbidden technologies preserved from the days of the Great Crusade. Yet, for all their secrecy, the Raven Guard remain one of humanity's most effective weapons against the darkness that threatens to engulf the galaxy. Their shadow war against humanity's enemies continues unabated, their victories unheralded, their sacrifices unknown. They operate in ways that would seem dishonorable to more traditionalist chapters, yet their loyalty to the Emperor has never wavered. As the Imperium faces ever greater threats, the secrets of the Raven Guard become increasingly relevant. Their mastery of stealth warfare, their unique genetic heritage, and their forbidden knowledge may prove crucial in humanity's darkest hour. But these advantages come at a cost, one that the chapter has paid in silence for 10,000 years. The darkest secret of all may be that the Raven Guard's path of shadow and secrecy was not chosen, but necessitated by events that occurred in the Legion's earliest days. Events that, if revealed, could challenge everything the Imperium believes about the nature of the Space Marines and the Emperor's great work in creating them. In the labyrinthine tale of the Raven Guard's secrets, several key players emerge from the shadows, each contributing to the web of mystery that surrounds this enigmatic chapter. At the heart of these dark secrets stands Corvus Corax, the Primarch whose own experiments with gene seed modification would leave an indelible mark on his Legion's future. Unlike his brother Primarchs who sought glory in open warfare, Corax delved into the forbidden realms of genetic manipulation, driven by desperation after the devastating losses at Istvan V. His work, though born of necessity, would plant the seeds of secrets that his sons would guard for millennia. The chapter's apothecarian plays a crucial role in maintaining these secrets, operating vast facilities hidden within the depths of Deliverance. These gene rights do more than merely preserve the chapter's gene seed. They actively work to manage and contain the unique mutations that occasionally manifest in their battle brothers. Their research extends far beyond standard Space Marine medical knowledge, incorporating forbidden technologies and techniques preserved from the days of their Primarch. Behind closed doors, the Raven Guard's Shadow Masters form an inner circle whose true purpose remains hidden even from many within the chapter. These veteran warriors serve as both combat specialists and keepers of the chapter's darkest lore. They alone understand the full extent of their genetic inheritance and the price paid for their unique abilities. Their authority extends beyond normal chapter hierarchy, allowing them to operate independently when certain sensitive matters require attention. The librarians of the Raven Guard occupy a particularly interesting position within this web of secrecy. Beyond their standard psychic duties, they serve as guardians of ancient knowledge that predates even the Horus Heresy. They maintain vast archives of encrypted data containing information about failed experiments, successful modifications, and the true extent of their Primarch's genetic research. These archives are said to be protected by technologies that blur the line between science and sorcery. Operating in the deepest shadows are the Moritat elite warriors, whose existence is denied even to other Space Marine chapters. These Death Seekers embody the darkest aspects of the Raven Guard's combat doctrine, undertaking missions that require not just stealth, but absolute deniability. Their methods and mere existence raise uncomfortable questions about the chapter's adherence to the Codex Astartes. The chapter's master of recruits holds knowledge of selection criteria that differ markedly from other Space Marine chapters. They seek out not just the physically capable, but those who possess certain genetic markers that suggest compatibility with the chapter's unique gene seed variations. Their recruitment protocols involve extensive genetic screening that goes far beyond standard Space Marine practices. The Forge Rights of the chapter's Tech Marine Order maintain an arsenal of specialized equipment designed to complement their brothers' unique abilities. These artificers work with technologies that skirt the boundaries of what the Mechanicus considers acceptable, creating devices that enhance the Raven Guard's natural affinity for stealth beyond normal Space Marine capabilities. Within the chapter's hierarchy, the The chaplains of the Raven Guard perform duties beyond their traditional spiritual role. They monitor their battle brothers for signs of genetic deviation, determining whether such changes represent acceptable variation or dangerous mutation. Their judgments can mean the difference between a warrior being elevated to specialized units or being permanently sequestered from their brothers. The chapter's relationships with external Imperial organizations add another layer to their web of secrets. Inquisitors who investigate the chapter often find themselves subtly misdirected or encounter inexplicable gaps in their research. Even the Adeptus Mechanicus, despite their close relationship with all Space Marine chapters, finds their access to Raven Guard gene seed samples carefully controlled and limited. The highest echelons of chapter command, including the chapter master and his inner circle, bear the weight of knowing all these secrets while maintaining the delicate balance of loyalty to the Imperium with the necessity of keeping their knowledge hidden. They understand that revealing certain truths could potentially lead to their chapter being declared excommunicate traitoris, despite their unwavering loyalty to the Emperor's cause. These key players operate in a complex dance of shadows and secrets, each protecting different aspects of the chapter's hidden nature. Their actions, though often unseen and unrecorded, continue to shape the Raven Guard's destiny and maintain the veil of secrecy that has protected their chapter for 10 millennia. Through their combined efforts, these individuals and groups ensure that the true nature of the Raven Guard remains obscured, even as they continue to serve the Imperium with unwavering dedication. Their success in maintaining these secrets while remaining loyal to their duties represents a delicate balance that few other chapters could maintain. The origins of the Raven Guard's darkest secrets trace back to circumstances far more complex than mere battlefield necessity or tactical adaptation. The foundations were laid in the harsh mines of Lycius, where their Primarch first learned the value of shadows and secrecy. The brutal conditions of this moon-turned prison shaped not just Corax's philosophy, but would fundamentally influence his approach to warfare, and ultimately, his desperate attempts to preserve his legion. In the early days of the Great Crusade, the Disnymus Legion operated with unprecedented autonomy, conducting campaigns that rarely appeared in official Imperial records. This independence allowed them to develop and refine techniques that pushed the boundaries of conventional Space Marine capabilities. Their operations often involved small teams infiltrating deep behind enemy lines, using methods that raised eyebrows among their more traditionally minded brother legions. The discovery of their Primarch brought significant changes to the Legion's genetic structure. Corax's unique abilities, his capacity to move unseen and strike from impossible angles, began manifesting in his gene sons. This natural evolution of their capabilities was initially celebrated, but it soon became apparent that these changes were just the beginning of a far more profound transformation. Within the Legion's gene labs, technicians and apothecaries noticed subtle variations in how different warriors' bodies accepted and adapted to their Primarch's gene seed. Some displayed enhanced capabilities beyond standard Space Marine parameters, while others developed unique traits that defied classification. These variations were carefully documented but kept from official Imperial records. The Legion's recruitment practices during this period set precedents that would influence their chapter's future. Rather than seeking the strongest or most aggressive candidates, they focused on those who showed potential for adapting to their specialized combat doctrine. This selective approach, combined with their unique gene seed, began creating warriors whose abilities stretched the definition of Space Marine. Deep within the halls of their fortress monastery, the Legion maintained facilities dedicated to understanding and enhancing these genetic variations. Research conducted in these laboratories walked a fine line between innovation and tech heresy as they sought to perfect their warriors' natural abilities while avoiding mutation or corruption. The political climate of the pre-heresy era played a crucial role in shaping the Legion's secretive nature. As tensions rose between different factions within the Imperium, the Raven Guard found themselves increasingly isolated. Their methods were questioned, their loyalty scrutinized, and their successes often overshadowed by more conventional victories. Their relationship with the Mechanicum became particularly strained during this period. The tech priests' insistence on standardization and their suspicion of genetic variation led to numerous conflicts. The Legion began developing their own technological solutions, creating specialized equipment that complemented their unique abilities while remaining hidden from official scrutiny. The discovery of ancient technologies on worlds brought to compliance added another layer to their growing repository of secrets. Some of these findings, devices that enhanced stealth capabilities or allowed for more precise genetic manipulation, were quietly preserved rather than surrendered to the Mechanicum as required by Imperial law. Within the Legion's command structure, a shadow hierarchy emerged alongside the official chain of command. Veterans who displayed particularly strong manifestations of their Primarch's gifts were assigned to specialized units whose very existence remained classified. These formations would later evolve into some of the chapter's most secretive organizations. The Legion's interactions with other Imperial forces during this period were carefully managed to prevent outsiders from learning too much about their true capabilities. Joint operations were conducted in ways that obscured their more unusual abilities, while after-action reports were subtly modified to downplay any incidents that might draw unwanted attention. As the Great Crusade progressed, the Raven Guard's tendency towards secrecy became more pronounced. They developed elaborate systems for encrypting their communications and protecting their sensitive data. These security measures would prove crucial in preserving their independence and protecting their growing collection of forbidden knowledge. The increasing sophistication of their genetic research led to breakthroughs that both thrilled and troubled their leadership. They discovered ways to enhance their natural abilities beyond what was thought possible, but these advances came with risks that could not be shared with the wider Imperium. This period of discovery and advancement was marked by constant tension between progress and prudence. Each new development, each enhancement to their capabilities, had to be weighed against the risk of discovery and the potential consequences of pushing too far beyond accepted Imperial doctrine. The groundwork laid during these formative years would prove crucial for the chapter's survival through the dark millennia that followed. Their early experiences with secrecy and selective disclosure established patterns that would help them preserve their unique heritage while maintaining their facade of compliance with Imperial standards. The evolution of the Raven Guard's deepest secrets followed a complex path through the millennia, marked by critical events that forced them to adapt and expand their web of secrecy. Each phase brought new challenges and revelations that shaped their hidden nature. After the heresy, the chapter faced unprecedented scrutiny during the Second Founding. This period proved particularly delicate as they worked to conceal certain genetic modifications while appearing to comply with the new Codex Astartes. Their success in maintaining these secrets during this transition set precedents for how they would handle similar challenges in the future. The age of apostasy brought another wave of trials as religious zealots within the ecclesiarchy began hunting for any signs of deviation from Imperial doctrine. The Raven Guard responded by developing more sophisticated methods of concealment, including the creation of false paper trails and carefully crafted misinformation that satisfied Imperial authorities while protecting their true nature. During the War of the Beast, the chapter's unique abilities proved crucial in gathering intelligence about the Orc threat. However, these operations revealed new manifestations of their genetic heritage that required additional layers of secrecy. Warriors began displaying abilities that went beyond their known capabilities, forcing the chapter to create specialized units to contain and direct these enhanced brothers. The Nova Terra Interregnum saw the chapter operating extensively in areas where Imperial authority had weakened. These campaigns provided opportunities to experiment with new techniques and technologies away from prying eyes. The knowledge gained during this period led to significant advancements in their understanding of their own genetic potential. A pivotal series of events unfolded during the Moiri Schism, when elements within the Mechanicus began questioning established doctrine. The Raven Guard used this distraction to secure several key technological artifacts that would have otherwise been destroyed or confiscated. These acquisitions significantly enhanced their ability to maintain their genetic stability. The Gothic War presented unique challenges as the chapter fought against forces that could pierce traditional methods of concealment. This conflict spurred the development of new stealth techniques that incorporated both technological and biological adaptations. The effectiveness of these methods led to further experimentation in combining their natural abilities with advanced technology. The Damocles Gulf Crusade forced the chapter to adapt their strategies when facing the highly advanced sensor technology of the Tau Empire. This period saw the refinement of their stealth capabilities to levels that could deceive even the most sophisticated detection systems. The innovations developed during this time remain some of their most closely guarded secrets. During the Badab War, the chapter's involvement had to be carefully measured to avoid drawing attention to their more unusual capabilities. This conflict served as a stark reminder of the consequences of genetic manipulation, leading to enhanced screening procedures for their own warriors to prevent any dangerous mutations from manifesting. The Wars of Apostasy required the chapter to operate extensively within Imperial territory, necessitating new methods of concealing their activities from supposed allies. This period saw the development of elaborate networks of informants and intermediaries who could operate without drawing attention to their connections to the Raven Guard. The Age of Redemption brought increased religious fervor throughout the Imperium, requiring the chapter to adapt their secrecy protocols to account for zealous witch hunters and religious investigators. Their success in maintaining their secrets during this time demonstrated the effectiveness of their layered approach to information control. The Macarian heresy provided opportunities for the chapter to operate in regions where Imperial oversight had broken down. These campaigns allowed them to field test new modifications and equipment without risking discovery. The data gathered during these operations proved invaluable in refining their understanding of their own capabilities. The Indomitus Crusade presented new challenges as the introduction of Primaris Marines forced the chapter to adapt their existing protocols to account for these new warriors. The integration process revealed unexpected interactions between their traditional gene seed modifications and the Primaris enhancements. Throughout these periods, the chapter maintained a delicate balance between operational necessity and secrecy. Each campaign and conflict required careful consideration of which capabilities could be revealed and which must remain hidden. This constant assessment shaped their tactical doctrine and influenced how they approached each new challenge. The chronological development of their secrets paralleled the evolution of the Imperium itself, with each age bringing new threats to their security and new opportunities to enhance their capabilities. This pattern of adaptation and concealment continues into the present as the chapter faces ever more complex challenges in maintaining their essential nature while serving the Imperium faithfully. The watershed moment in the Raven Guard's history of secrecy came during a classified operation known only as Operation Nightshade. This covert mission, undertaken in the wake of a devastating encounter with Tyranid forces, forced the chapter to confront the full extent of their genetic divergence and make decisions that would reshape their future. Deep within the biolabs of a dormant Tyranid hive ship, Raven Guard specialists discovered evidence that their enhanced genetic abilities had actually helped them resist Tyranid bioweapons. This revelation suggested their modifications weren't mere mutations, but rather sophisticated adaptations that offered unprecedented advantages against certain threats to humanity. The discovery triggered an intense internal debate within the chapter's highest echelons. Some argued for sharing this knowledge with the wider Imperium to better combat the Tyranid threat. Others maintained that revealing their genetic divergence would lead to their destruction, regardless of its benefits. The resolution of this debate would establish protocols that still govern their operations today. In a series of clandestine meetings held in the deepest vaults of their fortress monastery, the chapter's leadership made the fateful decision to expand their genetic research program while simultaneously strengthening their measures of secrecy. They recognized that their unique abilities might be crucial for humanity's survival, but also understood the Imperium's reflexive hostility toward genetic manipulation. The implementation of new security protocols following this decision marked a significant shift in chapter operations. They developed a complex system of cells and compartmentalized information, ensuring that even their own battle brothers would only know what was absolutely necessary about their true nature. This system became known among the inner circle as the Umbra Protocol. This turning point also saw the creation of specialized research facilities hidden throughout Imperial space. These secret installations, disguised as ordinary chapter holdings, allowed them to continue their genetic research while maintaining plausible deniability. Each facility focused on different aspects of their capabilities, ensuring that no single location held all their secrets. The chapter's interaction with other Imperial organizations underwent subtle but significant changes during this period. They began cultivating specific relationships within the Mechanicus and Inquisition, identifying individuals who might be sympathetic to their cause while carefully limiting these allies' access to sensitive information. This network of partial confidants helped shield them from unwanted scrutiny. A crucial element of this pivotal moment was the development of new training methods that helped their battle brothers control and conceal their enhanced abilities. These techniques became an essential part of their combat doctrine, allowing them to utilize their full capabilities while maintaining the appearance of standard Astartes operations. The chapter's librarians played a key role in this transformation, developing psychic techniques that could mask the unique energy signatures associated with their enhanced abilities. This breakthrough proved essential in preventing psychic-sensitive individuals from detecting their true nature. Their tech marines undertook the challenging task of modifying their equipment to complement these new protocols. They created systems that could mask or provide alternative explanations for their warriors' enhanced capabilities, integrating these modifications so seamlessly that even detailed inspection wouldn't reveal their true purpose. The Apothecarian underwent significant reorganization, establishing new procedures for monitoring and maintaining genetic stability while concealing the full extent of their modifications. They developed sophisticated screening methods to identify promising genetic traits in potential recruits while ensuring these selections appeared random to outside observers. This period also saw the formation of specialized units designed to handle situations where their unique abilities might be exposed. These teams became experts at containing information leaks and creating plausible explanations for any witnessed anomalies. The chapter's command structure adopted new protocols for making decisions about when and how to deploy their more unusual capabilities. They developed a complex risk assessment system that weighed the tactical advantages of using their full abilities against the potential for exposure. This transformative period established patterns of behavior and organization that would define the chapter's operations for centuries to come. The decisions made during this critical time continue to influence how they approach new challenges and opportunities, always balancing the need for effective action with the imperative of maintaining their secrets. Even now, the repercussions of these choices echo through every aspect of chapter operations, from their recruitment practices to their battlefield tactics. The systems and protocols established during this pivotal moment have proven remarkably resilient, adapting to new threats while maintaining their essential purpose of protecting the chapter's most vital secrets. The ramifications of the Raven Guard's carefully guarded secrets extend far beyond their own chapter, creating ripples throughout the Imperium that few can trace back to their source. These consequences manifest in ways both subtle and profound, shaping the galaxy's future in unexpected directions. One of the most significant impacts emerges in the realm of space marine genetics. The chapter's successful concealment of their modifications has inadvertently created a precedent for other chapters dealing with genetic divergence. Through carefully managed information channels, the Raven Guard's methods of maintaining genetic stability while appearing compliant with Imperial standards have influenced how other chapters handle their own genetic irregularities. The chapter's expertise in stealth operations has led to fundamental changes in how the Imperium approaches covert warfare. Their successes have demonstrated the value of shadow operations, leading to increased investment in stealth technology and infiltration tactics across various Imperial organizations. While few know the true source of these innovations, their impact on Imperial military doctrine is undeniable. Their influence extends into the diplomatic realm, where their hidden capabilities provide leverage in interactions with other Imperial institutions. The mere suggestion of Raven Guard involvement in a situation often influences behavior, as their reputation for invisible intervention creates a deterrent effect that helps maintain order in contested regions. The chapter's secret research into genetic enhancement has produced unexpected benefits for Imperial medicine. Through carefully anonymized channels, certain medical innovations have found their way into wider Imperial use, saving countless lives while their true origin remains unknown. These advancements appear to emerge from various sources, their connection to the Raven Guard's research obscured by layers of misdirection. Their methods of information control have established new standards in operational security throughout the Adeptus Astartes. Other chapters have adopted similar protocols for protecting sensitive information, often without realizing the origin of these techniques. This has created a more secure environment for all Space Marine operations, though at the cost of increased compartmentalization. The chapter's unique approach to recruiting has influenced population genetics in their recruitment worlds in fascinating ways. Their selective process, while appearing random to outsiders, has gradually shaped the genetic makeup of these populations, creating pools of potential recruits increasingly suited to their specific needs. Their mastery of stealth technology has spurred advancement in counter-surveillance methods throughout the Imperium. As their operatives encounter and overcome new detection systems, the knowledge gained filters through their network of allies, improving Imperial security measures against similar technologies used by their enemies. The psychological impact of their hidden capabilities affects both allies and enemies. The uncertainty about their true abilities creates an aura of unpredictability that enhances their tactical effectiveness. Enemy forces must account for numerous possibilities, often overextending their resources to guard against potential shadow strikes. Their success in maintaining their secrets has influenced how the Inquisition approaches investigations into Space Marine chapters. The sophisticated methods developed to scrutinize the Raven Guard have evolved into standard protocols, ironically making it easier for them to continue their concealment while creating challenges for other chapters. The chapter's careful management of genetic modification has impacted how the Mechanicus approaches gene seed monitoring. Their ability to present compliant samples while maintaining their unique traits has led to more sophisticated testing protocols, affecting all Space Marine chapters' relationships with the Mechanicus. Their influence on Imperial intelligence gathering cannot be understated. The techniques they've developed for covert observation and information extraction have gradually permeated Imperial intelligence operations, improving the effectiveness of various Imperial organizations' surveillance capabilities. The ripple effects of their secrecy extend even to civilian populations. Myths and legends about the chapter's capabilities influence behavior in subtle ways, creating an atmosphere of cautious restraint in regions where they're known to operate. This psychological impact serves as a passive form of control that benefits Imperial governance. Their impact on technological development, while carefully obscured, has led to significant advancements in fields ranging from stealth systems to genetic research. These developments emerge through various front organizations and apparently unrelated research projects, their true origin hidden behind multiple layers of separation. The cumulative effect of these consequences continues to shape the Imperium's development in ways that even the chapter's leadership might not fully comprehend. Their secrets, while carefully guarded, generate endless ripples through the fabric of Imperial society, creating a legacy that extends far beyond their direct actions. The technological and tactical innovations developed by the Raven Guard represent some of the most sophisticated advancements in the Imperium, though their true nature remains hidden from most. Their approach to warfare combines cutting-edge technology with unique biological capabilities in ways that push the boundaries of what's thought possible. The chapter's stealth systems incorporate technologies that manipulate both light and sound. Their Quietus pattern armor modifications utilize crystalline matrices that absorb and redirect sound waves, creating zones of perfect silence around their warriors. This technology integrates seamlessly with their natural abilities, making them virtually undetectable by conventional means. Their weaponry includes specialized bolt rounds designed to minimize muzzle flash and sound while maintaining lethal effectiveness. The Shadow Strike ammunition incorporates sound-dampening materials and modified propellants that reduce their acoustic signature to near-zero levels. These rounds can pass through energy fields and armor without triggering standard detection systems. The chapter's reconnaissance capabilities benefit from their Umbra Sight system, a sophisticated network of sensors that can detect movement patterns and energy signatures far beyond normal Space Marine systems. This technology adapts to its users' enhanced perceptual abilities, creating a synergy between machine and warrior that exceeds standard Imperial targeting systems. Their approach to void warfare demonstrates similar innovation. The chapter's ships incorporate advanced masking technologies that can alter their energy signatures to mimic space debris or civilian vessels. These systems, combined with specialized training, allow them to approach targets undetected even in heavily monitored space. The Raven Guard's biological enhancements work in concert with their technological innovations. Their warriors undergo specialized treatments that alter their thermal signature and electromagnetic emissions, making them naturally harder to detect. These modifications complement their equipment, creating layers of stealth that work in harmony. Combat tactics developed by the chapter focus on exploiting these unique capabilities. Their doctrine emphasizes precise strikes at critical targets, using their advanced stealth capabilities to bypass enemy defenses entirely. These operations often appear impossible to outside observers, contributing to the chapter's mysterious reputation. The chapter's infiltration techniques incorporate both technological and biological elements. Their warriors can exploit microchanges in enemy movement patterns and security protocols, identifying opportunities that would be invisible to standard tactical analysis. This ability, combined with their advanced equipment, allows them to penetrate even the most secure facilities. Their deployment methods often utilize specialized drop pods equipped with temporal distortion fields. These vehicles can create brief windows of imperceptibility during atmospheric entry, allowing forces to land undetected in heavily defended areas. The technology involved remains classified at the highest levels. The chapter's command and control systems employ quantum-encrypted communications that operate on frequencies undetectable by standard Imperial equipment. This technology allows their forces to coordinate complex operations while maintaining complete communication security, even in environments saturated with enemy surveillance. Information warfare plays a crucial role in their operations. The chapter has developed sophisticated systems for manipulating enemy data networks and creating false intelligence. These capabilities extend beyond simple hacking, incorporating elements of predictive analysis and behavioral manipulation. Their battlefield support systems include mobile stealth fields that can conceal entire squads or vehicles. These devices create zones of altered reality where light, sound, and even gravity behave according to the operator's will. The principles behind this technology remain one of their most closely guarded secrets. The chapter's medical technology represents another area of significant advancement. Their apothecarian utilizes specialized equipment for monitoring and maintaining their unique genetic modifications. These systems can detect and correct potential instabilities before they manifest, ensuring their enhanced capabilities remain stable and controlled. Their research facilities incorporate technology that exists at the intersection of science and theoretical physics. These installations can study and manipulate the fundamental forces that govern stealth and perception, leading to continuous improvements in their capabilities. The full extent of their technological and tactical innovations remains unknown even to many within the chapter. Each warrior only has access to the specific technologies and techniques relevant to their role, creating a compartmentalized system that protects their most sensitive capabilities from discovery. Throughout the secretive history of the Raven Guard, certain individuals have emerged whose actions have profoundly shaped the chapter's hidden nature. These figures, while often unknown to the wider Imperium, represent crucial players in maintaining and advancing their most closely guarded secrets. Shadow Captain Ethan Shawn stands as one of the most enigmatic figures in recent chapter history. His mastery of stealth technology and genetic enhancement pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible. Operating deep behind enemy lines for decades, Shawn developed revolutionary infiltration techniques that became fundamental to the chapter's modern combat doctrine. His final mission remains classified at the highest level, with only hints suggesting he discovered something that fundamentally altered the chapter's understanding of their own capabilities. The mysterious tech marine Corvus Xerxes earned renown within the chapter for his groundbreaking work integrating their unique biological abilities with advanced technology. His modifications to standard space marine equipment created entirely new categories of stealth systems. The Xerxes protocols he developed continue to guide the chapter's technological advancement, though the full scope of his innovations remains known only to a select few. Chief Apothecary Vincente Silex emerged as a pivotal figure in managing the chapter's genetic stability. His research into their unique genetic modifications led to breakthrough discoveries in controlling and enhancing their natural abilities. Silex developed sophisticated screening methods that allowed the chapter to identify potential recruits with genetic markers compatible with their enhanced capabilities. Chaplain Umbra stands as a controversial figure even within the chapter's own ranks. His interpretation of the Emperor's vision and the Raven Guard's role in it challenged traditional Imperial doctrine while remaining true to their fundamental loyalty. His teachings continue to influence how the chapter reconciles their secret nature with their duty to the Imperium. The legendary Scout Sergeant Marius Ghost exemplified the chapter's approach to stealth warfare. His exploits during the Damocles Gulf Crusade demonstrated the full potential of their enhanced capabilities. Operating alone behind Tau lines for years, Ghost gathered intelligence that proved crucial to Imperial victory while developing new techniques for evading advanced Xenos detection systems. Librarian Nikona Sharokin stands out for his ability to combine psychic powers with the chapter's natural stealth abilities in unprecedented ways. His development of shadow walking techniques revolutionized how the chapter approached covert operations. The full extent of his capabilities remained unknown even to his brothers, and his eventual fate became another secret added to their vast collection. Chapter Master Severax emerged as a crucial figure during a period of intense scrutiny from Imperial authorities. His diplomatic skill and strategic genius allowed the chapter to maintain their secrets while appearing fully compliant with Imperial regulations. The networks of influence he established continued to protect the chapter's interests decades after his passing. The infamous tech marine Orpheus gained recognition for his work on the chapter's void ships, developing stealth systems that defied known physics. His modifications allowed Raven Guard vessels to approach targets undetected in ways that should have been impossible. The principles behind his innovations remain closely guarded, with some suggesting they incorporate technology from unknown sources. Master of Shadows Kyrus became legendary for his ability to operate undetected within heavily defended enemy territories. His missions often involved infiltrating locations thought impenetrable, gathering intelligence that shaped Imperial strategy at the highest levels. The full record of his operations remains sealed, accessible only to the chapter's most senior leaders. Apothecary Nexus stood at the forefront of understanding the chapter's unique genetic heritage. His research into their enhanced abilities led to discoveries that both thrilled and troubled the chapter's leadership. His work formed the foundation for many of their current protocols regarding genetic modification and enhancement. Scoutmaster Valerius revolutionized the chapter's training methods, developing techniques that helped new recruits harness their emerging capabilities while maintaining operational security. His system for identifying and nurturing potential in aspirants significantly improved the success rate of their genetic modifications. The current chapter master, whose true name remains a closely guarded secret, guides the Raven Guard through increasingly challenging times. His leadership balances the need to utilize their unique capabilities effectively while ensuring their secrets remain protected. Under his guidance, the chapter continues to evolve and adapt, finding new ways to serve the Imperium while maintaining their essential nature. These individuals, through their actions and innovations, have shaped how the Raven Guard operates in the modern Imperium. Their legacies continue to influence chapter doctrine and practice, their discoveries and developments forming the foundation of the Raven Guard's current capabilities. While their names may never appear in Imperial histories, their impact on the chapter's development cannot be overstated. They represent the finest examples of how the Raven Guard serves the Emperor's will from the shadows, their greatest achievements known only to their brothers. Deep within the shadows that shroud the Raven Guard lie mysteries that even the chapter itself struggles to fully comprehend. These enigmas raise profound questions about their nature and destiny, creating layers of uncertainty that add to their secretive reputation. One of the most perplexing mysteries surrounds the true extent of their genetic modifications potential. Reports surface periodically of warriors manifesting abilities that go beyond known enhancements, suggesting their gene seed continues to evolve in unpredictable ways. Some battle brothers have displayed capabilities that blur the line between natural stealth and something more fundamental to reality itself. The chapter's ancient archives contain references to a facility known only as the Nexus, whose location and purpose remain unclear even to their highest-ranking members. Scattered records suggest it houses technology or knowledge crucial to understanding their unique genetic heritage, yet all attempts to decode its exact coordinates have failed. Strange energy signatures occasionally emanate from their primary recruitment worlds, detectable only by the most sensitive instruments. These anomalies coincide with successful aspirant selections, hinting at unknown factors influencing their recruitment process. The pattern suggests an underlying connection between their enhanced abilities and natural environmental conditions. The chapter maintains a classified list of worlds marked with a unique sigil in their records. These planets share no obvious characteristics, yet the Raven Guard diverts significant resources to monitoring them. Some theorize these worlds hold keys to understanding the full scope of their genetic potential. Certain combat recordings show inexplicable phenomena during operations involving their most skilled veterans. Moments of impossible stealth, instances where reality itself seems to bend around their warriors, remain unexplained even by their own tech priests and specialists. Ancient text fragments in their fortress monastery speak of a shadow protocol, distinct from their known stealth procedures. These documents remain largely undeciphered, written in a code that incorporates symbols unknown to Imperial scholars. The few translated portions hint at capabilities beyond current Imperial understanding. The chapter possesses artifacts of unknown origin that appear to respond uniquely to their enhanced gene seed. These devices, stored in heavily secured vaults, exhibit properties that defy explanation by conventional Imperial science. Their true purpose and origin remain subjects of intense internal debate. Periodic fluctuations in the chapter's gene seed samples show patterns that shouldn't be possible according to standard Imperial genetic theory. These variations appear coordinated across multiple storage facilities, suggesting an underlying mechanism that connects their genetic material across vast distances. Some of their most experienced warriors report experiencing moments of heightened awareness that transcend normal Space Marine capabilities. These episodes often coincide with unexplained phenomena in their vicinity, raising questions about the true nature of their enhanced perceptions. The chapter maintains a secret archive of mission reports describing encounters with unknown entities during deep space operations. These beings seem drawn to their unique genetic signature, yet no other Imperial forces have reported similar contacts. The nature and purpose of these entities remain unknown. Their fortress monastery contains sealed chambers that existed before their occupation of the facility. These areas resist all attempts at entry or scanning, their contents remaining a mystery even after millennia of study. Energy readings from these chambers spike during certain astronomical alignments. Examination of their successful operations often reveals patterns that suggest levels of coordination impossible without some form of undocumented communication. This has led to theories about latent psychic abilities or unknown technological advantages that remain hidden even from their own records. The chapter's gene seed shows curious reactions when exposed to certain Xenos artifacts, suggesting possible connections to ancient technologies or species unknown to current Imperial records. These interactions are carefully documented but remain unexplained despite extensive research. Their most secure data vaults contain references to experiments conducted during their earliest days that produced results deemed too sensitive to record even in their classified archives. The nature of these experiments and their outcomes remain one of their most closely guarded mysteries. The enduring legacy of the Raven Guard's secrets continues to shape the Imperium in ways that few comprehend. Their shadow war, fought beyond the sight of even their closest allies, represents a crucial element in humanity's ongoing struggle for survival in the grim darkness of the far future. These hidden guardians operate with a precision and purpose that transcends conventional military doctrine. Their actions, while unseen, create ripples that influence events on a galactic scale. The chapter's unique approach to warfare and their carefully guarded capabilities provide the Imperium with options that would otherwise remain impossible. In an age where the enemies of mankind grow ever more numerous and sophisticated, the value of their secretive methods becomes increasingly apparent. Their ability to strike without warning, to eliminate threats before they fully materialize, proves invaluable in maintaining Imperial stability across countless sectors. The true significance of their genetic modifications extends beyond mere tactical advantage. Their enhanced capabilities represent potential evolutionary pathways for Space Marines, offering glimpses of possible futures for the Adeptus Astartes. While these developments remain hidden, their implications for humanity's future cannot be understated. The chapter's influence on Imperial military doctrine, though subtle, continues to grow. Their successful operations demonstrate the effectiveness of precision strikes and covert warfare, leading to gradual shifts in how the Imperium approaches certain threats. This evolution in military thinking helps maintain humanity's edge against its numerous enemies. Their expertise in stealth technology drives innovation throughout the Imperium, albeit through carefully obscured channels. Advancements developed for their operations eventually find their way into wider Imperial use, improving humanity's overall technological capabilities while maintaining the chapter's essential secrets. The psychological impact of their hidden nature serves as a powerful deterrent against potential threats to Imperial rule. The mere possibility of Raven Guard involvement often prevents conflicts from erupting, their reputation for invisible intervention keeping potential rebels and traitors in check. Their role in preserving crucial knowledge and technology cannot be overstated. The chapter maintains archives of information and capabilities that might otherwise have been lost to time or destroyed by those who fear such advancement. This preservation of knowledge may prove vital to humanity's long-term survival. The networks of influence they have established throughout Imperial institutions help maintain stability in ways that extend beyond direct military action. Their ability to operate through these channels allows them to address threats that might be immune to conventional military responses. Their ongoing genetic research, while carefully hidden, contributes to the Imperium's understanding of Space Marine enhancement and evolution. The knowledge gained through their experiments, may ultimately prove crucial in ensuring the continued effectiveness of the Adeptus Astartes as a fighting force. The chapter's methods for managing and concealing their unique nature provide a template for dealing with similar situations throughout the Imperium. Their success in maintaining their secrets while remaining loyal demonstrates that deviation from standard practices need not lead to corruption or heresy. Their influence extends into the realm of imperial politics, where their reputation for invisible intervention helps maintain balance among competing factions. The possibility of their involvement often proves sufficient to prevent dangerous political maneuvers that might otherwise destabilize imperial rule. The full impact of their secret knowledge and capabilities may not be understood for millennia to come. The chapter's careful preservation and development of these resources ensures that future generations will have access to tools and techniques that might prove crucial in humanity's ongoing struggle for survival. In the end, the Raven Guard's greatest contribution to the Imperium may be their demonstration that loyalty can take many forms. Their dedication to humanity's survival, expressed through methods that many might question, proves that the Emperor's work can be carried out even in the deepest shadows. As the Imperium faces ever greater challenges, the role of these shadow warriors becomes increasingly vital. Their secrets, while heavy burdens to bear, represent essential weapons in humanity's arsenal against the darkness that threatens to engulf the galaxy.